Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel, Chantel Stuff. It's your girl, Audra Chantel here, your hostess with the mostest. Just wanted to come on, just jump on and just shoot the breeze with you all today. This morning, I didn't get the opportunity to come on and vlog and talk with you all or write or do anything this morning. So except for, not like anything, but anything in here with you all. I got up early to go to the grocery store. So of course y'all already know, y'all done heard about my favorite spot. It's Walmart and then Kroger. I went to both of them this morning before work. So before I went to work, I did all of that. So I didn't have time to come on and vlog and all of that. I had to rush home and put up the groceries and hurry up and fix my breakfast and lunch. Actually had to take my breakfast with me to work today, and so I ate my breakfast at my desk before we clocked in-ish, a little bit after, before we opened, and a little bit after the doors were open. Nobody was in there just yet, so I had the opportunity to go ahead and get my little meal in because the sister was hungry. And let me just tell y'all this though. I just have to say this because I was cracking my dang self up. I was looking at some of the my first videos, and this one probably is like number what, 5 or 6 or something. So I'm still so spanking brand new. But anyway, so I'm in here, doing my thing, got my videos going, thinking that I got it going on. I don't know. I think I do. I don't know what it is like for you, but hopefully, you having as much fun as me. But anywho, I'm in here just a recording and just thinking I got it going on. Well, I realized I didn't have one light on, not one of my lights on, none of the lighting that I have in here. I just had the regular ceiling light and my desk light on, just like I'm in here budgeting or doing some writing or something. I was like, oh, you probably look all washed out and stuff, or I don't know what it's looking like, but I'm still gonna put them out there for y'all because I just want y'all to see. This is just me learning and repping this thing up, but this is just me in the real and the raw. So y'all just gonna get a chance to see me do all kinds of things. Be the first one to say that I'm not perfect. Not perfect. None of us are perfect. Only perfect one was Jesus. We all just imperfect people trying to live according to a perfect word. Okay, so not perfect at all, and not even trying to be. So I'm not judging. Hopefully nobody's judging me hard. Charge it to my mind and not my heart. You know what I'm saying? So, but whatever. I'm just out here doing whatever it is. But I just wanted to shoot the breeze. Really, I'm not going to do any teaching or dropping any tips. I don't think I am. Unless something comes up, I might say, hey, but I just wanted to talk. I had to cancel. Well, I didn't have to. Well, I thought I did. So I canceled the meeting that I had with my kids today because I was meeting with them so they can help me with the surprise that I wanted to do for their dad on his birthday coming up. His birthday is coming up in April. So I like to do stuff way ahead of time. And so to me, this is even like behind, but I wanted to meet with them today for the first meeting so they can help me with the planning. And we got a winter weather advisory that came out. So my husband, I'm all at work and he's sending me the, message saying, hey, we got a winter weather advisory. And then channel 13 popping up the notifications on my phone. So I'm thinking, oh, it's talking about all this rain we've been having. It's going to be freezing and icy. And then it's going to have a rain snow mix. And I was like, oh, I want my kids out and this stuff. So I canceled it, right? And so I was like, oh, we're going to have to reschedule. Okay. And I know better than doing it too fast because this is, the weather here is always, it's changing so fast all the time anyway. So, all right. So by the time I'm headed on home and I was headed home and then my sissy called me and she was like, my sissy, my sister, my sissy. Hey, it's my big sister, whatever. My sis, she called me and she wanted me to grab her some lunch because she didn't take her lunch to work on my way home. And so I'm looking like, and I'm driving around, I'm thinking, it's not that bad here. It's not that bad. So I looked at the weather again. All right, so it's like really not that bad. Not that bad at all that you should have to stay in. Just be careful. And so I tried to call the kids or text the kids again and see if they would come out. And then, of course, they don't live here, so I wanted to spend some time with my babies too. But my youngest son already made plans, and I was like, fart. I was like, forget it. I was like, we just gonna have to reschedule for another time or whatever. My daughter was like, it's okay, Mom. We could do it another day in the messages, right? And I was like, oh, I'm saying all kinds of stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, this stupid weatherman makes me sick. And I'm going in and I got all kind of mad faces in the face with the little, what, bad word, like just across the mouth and, palm, all of this stuff, right? Just going off and everything in the text messages because I'm so disappointed because I want to get ahead of it, in front of the 8 ball on this planning. And I was like, okay, I give up. She was like, oh, we can do it another day. Why you give up? My son was all like, oh, we can do it another day. I was like, don't worry about me. I'm just tripping. I really wanted to see them and I really wanted to start the planning because usually I have an idea of what I want to do. But right now, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've been having so much going on and been doing so much that we wanted to do in our grandbaby's room and just doing and planning for the family, game day and all that kind of stuff. And after that, we're having movie night with our kids. So I've been planning and going and getting stuff. And I just, there you go. I haven't been thinking about it. So I don't know. I do know one thing, and it's just really hard. I wanted to surprise him with the PlayStation 5. So I got people on the lookout trying to get him a PlayStation 5 without paying extra $500 for the freaking, system. So we haven't been able to get in. So that's kind of like, that's a bummer. It's a downer. It's a downer. I want him to have that PlayStation 5. He plays his PlayStation 4 every day, like I told you in previous videos. Every day and several times a day. So that's kind of his thing, So I want him to have one. So that is one thing I wanted to surprise him with as his gift. But, of course, like a party, I wanted to do a surprise party. We both will be 50. We are exactly 30 days apart. So we both will be 50, but he will be 50 for 30 days longer than me. So he's older. But I wanted to surprise him. I wanted to make it special. Invite some of his family from out of town and those kind of things and just, enjoy ourselves. So I was kind of bummed out, since I couldn't meet with my babies and plan it. But I can start myself tonight just jotting down some ideas and going back and forth in the messaging with them. My oldest, my goddaughter, she was sending me some messages and some ideas and some things off of Amazon. And I just, so we just started going back and forth in the messaging and started getting some ideas together. So she's helping me do that. So me and the kids can do that. I just like getting together and just talking, and just when we get to doing that, we just start bouncing off each other and feeding off each other, and then our minds are just open. That's just how we operate. And then boy, do the amazing ideas start coming out. So excuse me, sorry. I just told y'all this mouth be doing some things, so please excuse me if there's some stuff going on and I don't see it, because I'm trying not to look at myself. I'm trying to look at you. So if there's some crazy stuff going on, sorry. I'll make sure I try not to do that next time. I don't know, it might happen again. But anyway, so I don't know. So hopefully we can get together and start doing some of that, just bouncing off of each other and getting this stuff together. If we don't, if we can't, if I could just have him that game, man, I tell you what, that will make me happy, because I want to give him something that he really, really, really wants. I surprised him on our 17th anniversary with a diamond ring for a wedding ring. So let me just tell you, he lost probably about 5, 6, 7 rings. So I was just like, after the first one, he had a diamond ring when we first married in 2004, and that got lost. And I was just like, you know what, we gonna start getting him like stainless steel and different stuff like that, all those other different metals, different kind for the men, those different, just nice black ones, whatever that stupid metal called. I don't know, I forget. But anyway, I was like, yeah, we're gonna start doing some of that, because if he's gonna be losing rings, we ain't not playing that game, right? So he'll lose them, but most of the time he would find them. Out of all honesty, I had to give it to him, babe. They'd show up sometime somewhere down the line every now and then. He got lost. Now I did get him a gold ring with some diamonds in it. can't remember what year it was and what anniversary, but I did that and he lost that one. But I'll be a monkey's uncle. It was lost for like, it seemed like a couple years. If he didn't freaking find that ring, if that ring didn't show up one day, he found it. And I was like, hey, babe, now you can, you know, wear it. And he can fit it now too, because he had lost while waiting and everything. Well, he lost it again. Don't know where it went. Don't doubt. But it had been a while. And I was like, I want him to have it from me because it's something that I wanted to give him. So I started putting aside my little coins and saving them up for my babe's gift. And on our 17th anniversary last year, I surprised him with that diamond ring, and he was so happy. It was like nobody's ever spent that kind of money on me or done that kind of thing for me. And I was like, oh, babe, because we married when we were 31. We started dating when we were 31. We married when we were 32. So we were 32 years old when we got married. And so both of us had, you know, had a couple of long-term relationships before that. But this is our first marriage, first and last, because let me tell you something. That brother can't go nowhere. If he's leaving, I'm going to be right behind him with my bags. But so it's just, so it's like we were doing the first things all together and stuff. So nobody's ever done that for him, and nobody's ever done most of the things that he's done with me, like, you know, for me, and we've done together. I've never done some of these things before. So it's such a blessing to be able to do your first things together in your marriage like that, especially when you marry late in life like that. Because we already had our kids and everything like that. When we married, they were toddlers and little kids, but we already had them and everything. We don't have any together that we had biologically together. But let me tell you something. Our babies are our babies, and we both, man, I still have to say, it still feels the same though. It still feels like we did this thing together. But I'll tell you what, he was really excited about that. He felt really good about that. So I want to be able to give him that game, and I want him to be able to feel that love, you know, and feel that appreciation, you know. That's hey, he's a king of my castle. He's my guy, you know. He's my guy, you know. That's my sugar bear. So I want him to feel that love. So that's why I'm so passionate about trying to get this together for him, because I really want to surprise him. They surprised me some years ago. So my youngest son, my youngest son had the idea, let's surprise mom with a surprise birthday party, because she's always surprising everybody. She's always doing these parties. She's always doing this stuff for everybody, making these cakes and doing all this stuff. So he was just like, hey, let's do that. So he got with his dad and his sibs, and they got together. And when I tell you, even my co-workers knew, and I didn't even know. I come home, my co-workers, I don't know when they must have went on their breaks and came over to the house, and two of my coworkers, and they did on my screen door, they call it a heart attack. Yeah, heart attack. Yeah. So they had all these little hearts from different ones, you know, at my job and stuff. They had little things that they said on, they put it all over my door. And when I drove up and I came home from work, I said, what's going on the door? I looked at it when I walked up, it was all these little hearts, and it said it was a heart attack. It was just so, had me crying. By the time I went to the backyard, they were barbecuing and everything. My cousins and you know, my parents and my kids and everybody was out there. I was like, oh my gosh. My husband was grilling, but I had a towel over his shoulder, sweating on the grill. He had it going on. And I was just so blessed that day. I'm telling you what, I just felt so good. And one of my cousins, my best cousin, we were like white on rice. Listen, growing up, if you saw one, you saw the other. She was even there, and her kids, and it was just beautiful. So they did surprise me once, and so I do want to surprise him and give him this, because I think this may be a first for him too. This may be another first. Matter of fact, that was my first surprise party and my first birthday party by myself, because me and my sister, my oldest sister, is three of us. So my sister's the oldest, my brother's the youngest, and I'm in the middle. Me and my sister we all 2 years apart, but we were born in May. So her birthday is May 10th, and my birthday is May 15th. So it's 5 days apart. Well, so since it's 5 days apart, my parents felt like they're just going to give us a birthday party together every year. And that's how it was all my life. So I never had a birthday party by myself. But then when we got grown, I'd be dang if we didn't start doing our birthday parties. I mean, continue to do our birthday parties together, even as adults. So I just never thought, I don't know, you know how something is, you know, that you always do, you just continue to do it the same way. So we just kept doing that. And so when they did that for me, that was my very first birthday party I had by myself. So it was really cool. It was so nice. So I want to do that for my husband. But when I tell you, hey, y'all got ideas for a birthday party, a surprise party, let me know. Let me know what it is, because I want to do something a little bit different. But he's a different type of he's not real, well, let me say, he loves people. He'll talk to people. But, you know, he don't do no whole lot of talking. He's more of an introvert than anything. He's like a homebody type guy. That's just, that's him. You talk about sports or the Lord, you got him going. You got him going. Well, you know, he got some different interests going on now, too, like that. But anyway, you can talk about them grandbabies or them kids. Yeah, he's going to talk. He's going to talk. Other than that, zip. And he's not out. He don't go a lot of places where a lot of people are, except for football game and basketball games. He likes to go to that kind of stuff. But other than that, not so much. So I really, you know, I don't know, trying to be different. Different than just a regular barbecue or backyard party, which we love us some backyard parties, but just something different, unique. 1 year for, I want to say it was it was just for his birthday. His favorite, like I told y'all before, we like all kinds of music, right? So when I say all kinds, it's some jazz, some rock. It's even a little metal that I like. We like, you know, old school R&B, gospel, just collabs, different collabs too. So like the jazz and R&B collabs and just different stuff. But his favorite jazz musician is Chris Bodie. So he loved him from Chris Bodie. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to surprise him and take him there. And he was in concert and he was traveling around and he ended up close by us. So I was like, you know what? I'm getting these tickets and I'm going to surprise him. And I told him it's going to be a surprise. I said, bring you something nice to wear. You know, I said, because we're going to go out and we're going to do something like a little bit fancy. So that's what I didn't know what else to say. So I told him that and we got all dressed. I had my long dress. Well, not a dress, not a gown. I like had a long skirt to, it was like one sweeping the floor. And then I had this shawl on with all these studs on them so it could shine in the, you know, when we were in the concert and he got his little, he was all like suited down without the jacket, you know, and his hat, he was looking funky fresh. I was like, oh boy, you hot. And so I got him all the way to the theater, got him all the way to his seat. And I thought, man, I'm going to be able to, without him knowing what was going on and who we were seeing, because they didn't have a whole bunch of stuff all plastered everywhere when we went up to this theater. It's an old school theater, so it's like you know, I don't know, it's just like an older one that, you know, but anyway, so they didn't have all of that stuff out. I'm like, what's going on? But I was like, but I'm good, because he doesn't know. We got all the way to our seats. I'd be dang if this woman wasn't sitting in front of us and she pulled up her her program, and it's nice thick program, looked like a freaking magazine. But as soon as she opened it, you can see his picture, and I'm trying to block. So he went and see it and everything, and oh my gosh, and he happened to look, because I guess I was being so obvious, and he looked around me. He was like, don't tell me he is not here. He is not here. Is he here? Is he here? And boy, I have never in the entire, we'll be married 18 years this year. We've been together 19 years. I have never in the full 19 years that I've been with him seen him get that excited about anything. He'll be excited, but you really can't tell on the outside if he is. But that dude was so excited, and I was outdone. I was so, I mean, that was just a blessing to see him that excited and enjoying his, and that excited about his surprise and really enjoying what it was. Because he said, and he told me later, because Chris Bodie had this orchestra with him during this concert, because now he know I like the orchestra too. So see, like I said, I like all kinds of stuff. I used to be in the marching band too. I played the flute, the piccolo, and the clarinet. So I was like a band. They call me a band nerd, but I was one of the coolest nerds around because everybody want to hang with. The coolest nerd you ever want to hang with. But anyway, so he thought that I had brought him to that. He said in his mind, he was thinking, I know this girl ain't done brought me to no dang orchestra. So I had him going good. But when Chris stepped out on that stage, let me tell you, he was tearing it up, tearing it up. Everybody, you know, I had never been to a jazz concert before. So, I mean, I knew people were going to be, you know, dressed nice and all this kind of stuff. And it was a different type of atmosphere, you know. I knew it was going to be more elegant than most things and all of that kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, but I'm still me, y'all. I'm still me. But anyway, I'm up in the place. I'm playing the part. I'm enjoying myself. But when all of that music got to going and I got to feeling all of that and I'm wrapped up in all, let me tell you how I start screaming in there. Nobody's screaming. They're just like, and I'm like, whoa, wow, yeah. You know, I'm at a Colts game. Like I'm seeing the Pacers, seeing them two my husband's favorite teams. So that's who I know. I mean, I know other team names, but let me tell you, I was screaming. And then this lady, oh, I wish I could remember her name, but she played the violin. And she came on stage with her long black gown. She was barefoot and she had that violin on her shoulder. Let me tell you, on her chin. When she started playing that violin, she was tearing it up. I was screaming like, whoa! I told you I'm loud. I'm so sorry. I might be blasting out your speaker. Sorry. But I was like screaming so loud because it was so beautiful. And when I say she was tearing it up, I don't even know if it was Amadeus or something. Whatever it was powerful. And she was just in it and she was just grooving and she was all up and down that stage and she had that violin talking. I was like, girl, you better tear it up. After she got done playing, let me tell you. Okay, so after I got to screaming, everybody else started loosening up. People started whistling and screaming too. I wasn't the only one in there. I was the only one for a minute, but not for long because people started loosening up and started listening, going nuts up in there. She got on that microphone after she was done. She said, you know, I used to do classical and all that kind of stuff and been at a lot. She said, I tell you what, I've never had anybody or never heard anybody say, whoa. She said, but guess what? I like it. And I was like, whoa, again. I was tearing it up in there. But anyway, so that was another surprise that I had for him that he really, really enjoyed. So I don't know, not that I'm trying to top anything or anything like that. I just want to show him my love and give him something that he's going to appreciate. And I really like to give him something that last long time, not after one night it's over or, and everything. But so that's another reason why I want to give him that game. It's something that he can just keep, so, but anyway, that ring was on the 17th anniversary. So on this one, I don't know. We usually go on a trip too, but because of COVID, we haven't been doing too much traveling. We don't go really far. We just go places that we know we would like, stuff we like to do that in the city too. When we go, they have like festivals and different things. So we can go and just walk downtown, do all kinds of stuff like that and meet people. I like to talk. So I be having vacation friends. One time we stayed on this lake. My husband, I'm all at the bonfire doing s'mores with my vacation friends. And he was like in there watching his DVDs. After a certain point, he was just like, deuces, I'm done. But I'm out there having me a good time. I was like, come on, honey. He didn't want to do it. So I just went on about my business. But we typically stay close and just do homey type, family type stuff. We do have some plans on traveling, further and all that. But I've never been on a plane. He's never been on a plane. See, I'm telling y'all, we're going to be doing all our first stuff together. I don't know if the first plane I get on is going to be when we go to the Grand Cayman Islands, because that is on the agenda, because that's where, because we did not have a honeymoon, you know, when we got married and stuff. We were off and we did the staycation type deal and everything, but you know, you got a whole bunch of little toddlers running around, and you know, them dollars ain't as big as you want, or ain't stretching as far as you want them to stretch. Sometimes you can't do that. So we didn't do that, and we decided we'll just go later to, you know, the place of choice. And man, I want to go to the Grand Cayman Islands. I want to stay on 7 Mile Beach, and I want to stay there for about a whole week. I think a week is good enough. I think maybe 2 weeks, maybe 2. I don't know, because me and my husband, we'll get on a trip, and after about, I don't know, about a couple of days, we're ready to go home. Not we're enjoying the place and all that, but it's nothing like being at home in your own bed and just in your own place, you know, because the one trip we went on, it was like 4 or 5 days or whatever. We was like, man, I'm ready to go. We had done hit it hard, did all what we wanted to do, and we was just ready to go home. But so that'll be another first that we do together, is flying on that plane. I mean, I've not been on a train or none of that stuff. And it's crazy because my mother is a ridiculous traveler. She's always flying somewhere. She's done all these, she's been to Israel, how many times? I don't know, but she's been there. She's done a lot of missionary trips, and she just travels anyway. So she's always on the go. So COVID got her just straight stupid upset because she just can't go like she wants to go. So I'm surprised that it's not in my blood. It's in my daughter's blood. My oldest biological. It's in her blood. She liked to travel. She liked to hit it. So, but anyway, I'm winding down here because y'all already know I done been at work doing all that thinking. That's the only reason why I didn't hit no tips and all that kind of stuff. And well, not on this video. So y'all already know this is Chantel stuff. So it's gonna be a whole lot of stuff. Whole lot of different things. I'm gonna do a lot of different things, not just that. But that's the reason why I didn't hit any more of it today, because I did think about this morning I was going to hit on some stuff. But right now, after work, y'all, I want to take a brain break. Let the little brain relax and go sleep. And tomorrow, I was thinking, like I had said, because I scheduled that time off so I can have a long weekend, that I already scheduled time at the little lounge so I can get my nails dipped and stuff. And let me tell you how it's going to be 12 degrees in the morning when I'm supposed to go. Canceled that. I canceled it because I'm like, I'm not trying to be hanging out at, 12 degrees. I know I'm going to be in a car and I'll be good and wrapped up in between the car and the places. But man, when it's that cold, a lot of times I just, I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay home and snugged up and watch me some shows, talk to you all, something like that. But I don't know. I canceled it. I don't know if I'll even go out and do anything tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to warm up too much. I think that the highest it's going to get is probably 25 degrees, and that's later on in the evening. So, don't know. But I did want to take y'all and vlog there and all that kind of a deal. But maybe I'll just, I don't know. I ain't going to put nothing out there. Because I'll put something out there and then I'll be trying to force myself to keep that word, honey. And I ain't getting ready to do that, say a little OCD in that area, okay? So I'm not going to do that. I ain't going to put that out there. But I'm excited about our game day on Sunday with all of my family. So hopefully the weather permits and everything goes well, because I got that food and stuff. So I got to cook all of that. And I just want to play some games. I haven't played any card games, any board games in a while. Nobody's here to play that stuff with me. When they come, I get to play as many hours as I can stay woke. And y'all already know I start those early, and they do too, and they be cracking up at me. But I'll be struggling. I'll be trying hard to stay in the game. But anyway, I think I'm going to throw together a couple of little surprises just from around the house or whatever for prizes and stuff like that, because they don't even know that's going to be going on. But I'm going to do a little bit of that maybe with the game and stuff like that. So whoever that top winner is going to, probably get something. And I might throw in some other games too. With my kids, though, I might hit that bop it. I got that little, now we know off of Mandalorian his name is Grogu. But before they told us what his name was, they called him the child. So I got a little Bop It the Child. And so I already did a little competition with the kids on Christmas for whoever had the highest score, you know, won the prize. Anyway, I think it was like a gift card for Subway or something like that. But anyway, I might do a little challenge with that because I just love me some games. I done told y'all, but I'm good at that Bop It. I don't think nobody beat my score yet. And I've only really played with it a couple times. So, but anyway, so I'm excited about all of that and excited to just, once all of these videos hit and everything, you know, I'm excited for them to go live and see what your comments are and see what your ideas are with different things. I'm going to start, spring is coming, so we'll be doing a lot more things together and all that. Right now, I'm just, you know, homebound, just in the house and all of that because of the weather. But when the weather permits, we are going to do more things. So I'm excited about that. So if you're new to my channel, see, I need to remember to do this at the beginning. Maybe I need to put me some posters around here or something. Or put me some little reminders on my phone. But anyway, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, and give me that thumbs up, and share this video with anyone and everyone. Just have us a good time together. But I'm out of here. It's time for me to go eat and chill, right? Chill. But anyway, y'all have a phenomenal night, phenomenal rest of your weekend once you get there, because tomorrow starts the weekend. But have you a good time, whatever you do. Remember, have a good time. Hopefully this video lifted somebody up. Hopefully it made you feel a little bit better. Hopefully it gave you a laugh today. I will see you all on the next video. Deuces.